Hey guys, it's Mooney, back with another episode of How to Get and Keep More Gigs. Guys, I apologize for neglecting the channel. It's been quite a while since I've uploaded a video, and the reason why is because I've had a few projects going on, which includes building a video editing room to my studio. Also, in my market, I've been working like crazy. We've had one of the busiest summers of all time in the Southwest Florida market specifically. And the reason is because of the COVID lockdowns and travel restrictions and just the reluctancy of people traveling abroad. They have figured out, especially American citizens, have figured out that the Southwest Florida area, which includes Bonita Springs, Marco Island, and Naples, Florida specifically, where I'm at, they have figured out that it is beautiful. It's safe, very low crime, clean, one of the cleanest cities in this country. It is literally paradise down here, and I'm a proud resident for 30 years now. Anyway, moving along, today's video is about using quality equipment. Quality equipment. I use the finest in equipment. My Gretsch guitars, I have, I think right now I have 30 Gretsch electric and acoustic guitars. My favorite model of the Gretsch is the White Falcon or any of the Falcons, and I have just about every conceivable configuration of Falcon, every color, every design. That's my favorite go-to guitar. And I have various acoustic guitars and Martins, Gibsons. My collection of, and I'll show you here in a bit, I'll give you a glance at the video editing room of my studio. I have lined the walls with some guitars, and it's not my entire collection. My entire collection is mostly in cases, and some of them are in the isolation booth and in the control booth of the actual sound production part of my studio, which is next door. But I'm going to show you my video editing room to give you an idea of some of the guitars. Also, let's talk about quality PA gear, sound equipment. I have used the Bose L1 Compacts pretty much exclusively since they came out. It's been 15, 20 years ago, maybe. I've been using those exclusively, and they have great advantages. One of the advantages I like as I'm getting old, I like to work smarter, not harder. They don't weigh much, and they put out an incredible amount of sound. And I specifically use them, not exclusively for indoor gigs. I've used them on large outdoor gigs, actually, and they're surprisingly efficient. But for my indoor gigs, I will use one or maybe two, but I have 5 of them, and I'll show you a picture here of the Bose L1 Compacts. That's my go-to. It's because they're compact, as the name suggests, and they're lightweight. And they're not quite as expensive as you may think. There are some, what I like to call copycat PA systems that aren't as good, and they cost a lot more. So I'll leave a link down in the description of where you can purchase the Bose L1 and look at reviews. Guitars, I have top-of-the-line guitars, Gretsch, Gibson, Fenders. I have, you know what, I could show you, let me show you one. I've got a Fender, it's a 1976 Fender Telecaster with a Bigsby on the back, and it's one of my favorite guitars. And generally when someone plays it, they hands down say that it's one of the best Teles they've ever played. Let me show you. It's this tuxedo black with a Bigsby. I love the Bigsby. I pretty much have Bigsbys on most of my electric guitars. The next guitar I like to show you is a Gibson 355 in black. This guitar is fantastic. It's a Gibson 355 in black and gold trim, and the Bigsby. And trust me when I tell you, this is a quality instrument. This is no joke. This is the real deal. Now let me show you a Gretsch. Here's a example of a really good Gretsch White Falcon. I've had this one since 2005, and I have played thousands of gigs on this guitar. Gretsch White Falcon with a Bigsby. And I can't say enough about the Gretsch line. I love them. They have a very distinctive sound, and when I say quality, this thing has taken a beating. And I can't believe that it has had 0 issues, and I love that. And generally when I buy equipment, I will buy the best, because let me tell you something about quality equipment. When you buy quality equipment, you can expect it to perform better, which makes you perform better. The other thing about quality equipment is it sends a message. People that see it, they say, consciously or subconsciously, they think to themselves, wow, that musician knows his stuff. He's got great gear and he's a professional. So it sends a visual message, not just audible, but visual. It sends a message that you're a professional. The other thing is that it's going to last a lot longer. Quality equipment lasts. And for some of you guys who aren't fortunate enough to be in a market like mine, a Gretsch White Falcon right now could probably mean the difference of making rent. You can sell, if you have a collection of quality guitars and or other instruments, you can make it through these tough times. Like if you're in Idaho, for example, I don't think there's much going on in Idaho or South Dakota. I'm sure there's gigs, but I don't know if there's anybody up there, especially in those lockdown cities. If you're in a lockdown city and you're not working, you may need to bring one of these to a pawn shop or just outright sell it. A guitar like this, you're looking at, even though it's used, you're looking at $4,000. Some of my guitars are as much as $15,000. And I've got, believe it or not, a 1905 ukulele that is worth about 15 grand. And I'm not going to sell it. Matter of fact, I'm not selling any of my equipment because, well, I'm a collector and I don't need the money. I've been working my ass off, so the money's coming in. First couple of months of the COVID, it was rough, but I stayed busy doing other things. And you can refer back to some of my other videos, especially the one entitled Plan B. There was a time when I was doing some freelance welding Now I have gone into royalty-free music. My royalty-free music library that I'm building is enormous. I'm doing post-production for television commercials. I'm waiting to hear back about landing a movie score for a short film. I've been using some of my royalty-free tunes to earn a few bucks through social media. Some people that are making YouTube videos are using my music. They don't know that they're using my music, but some of them do. And if you listen real close, maybe you'll hear one of my tunes behind somebody's videos that's unrelated. I know I did one for a company that does RVs. They're showing a van, and they put music behind it as it's going down the highway. Anyway, quality equipment, and that goes for everything. Your mic stands, your mics. I use the Shure FM50s, 8s, the 57s. I even have the Super 55 with a switch. I like a switch on my microphone. Here's a picture of it right here. Amplifiers, guitar amps. I'm a Fender freak. I love Fender. My go-to amp on larger gigs is the Fender Deluxe Reverb. And on smaller gigs, I will use a Fender Blues Junior. And those two amps are, well, I can't say enough, and you guys who are using them, you know. I don't like paying a lot of money for those boutique amps that fall short of the Fender standard anyway. I think you can get a Fender Deluxe Reverb now for about $1,100, maybe $1,000 on sale. Whereas some of the comparable, and we can go into configuration of guitar amps in another video. I like a 12-inch speaker. Some people like two 10-inch speakers. It depends on what you're playing, jazz, rock, country, whatever. I prefer a single 12-inch speaker, and that's why I go with Fenders. I love Fenders. Let's see, what else? Cables. Use quality cables. Cheap cables don't last very long. I've got some cables, guitar cables and instrument cables. I've had them for 40 years. I've got some that are older than me. They've been around since the early 60s, and they still work fine. Let's see, strings, quality strings. Use good strings. Pianos, keyboards, stick to quality equipment. It will serve you it will serve you well, and it'll last a lot longer. So anyway, that's going to be the video for the day. Please, if you gleaned any helpful tip from the video, give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button. Help me grow the channel. Leave a nice comment below. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mooney Man, and I hope you are healthy and staying safe. Please come back often. Visit the channel. If you like the videos, help a brother out, and we can grow this channel. So that's about it. So stay safe, stay healthy, stay busy. Now let's go get those gigs.